Hello everybody, we are here at the United Way NRV's office talking with Marcela Jara-Radlbeck, the Community Engagement Director for the United Way, and we're trying to figure out how we can help here in the New River Valley, what we can do for each other, what we can do for United Way, and also what the United Way needs right now. So Marcela, thank you so much for doing this, I really appreciate it.
Thank you, I appreciate you coming out.
So, first question, what is the status currently of the United Way?
So our offices are still operating. All our staff is in our location. However, we are closed to the public. We are still providing all of our resources and all of our, so people can still come by for food assistance and diaper assistance. We are just doing everything by the phone. So we're asking for phone appointments, and we've set up kind of a no contact drop site on our porch. 15 minutes before your appointment, we'll make sure all your stuff is out there so it's ready for you to just come by, pick up, and we want to make sure you are set and you can still access those resources.
So you have the resources and now you're safer than ever.
Yes.
and so let's ask, what is the status for how can people help in the New River Valley? What are some ideas United Way NRV has that people can help? Because people are wanting to volunteer right now and do something.
So right now, a lot of our partners are discouraging volunteering. They are still utilizing some of their core volunteers. A lot of our partner agencies that provide food assistance have kind of switched to a drive-through method to have less contact with individuals. But right now, the best thing, we do have a COVID-19 impact fund that has been set up on UnitedWayNRV.org's website. And with that, we are hoping to provide assistance to all of our partner agencies that need extra assistance, but also just community agencies at large. As long as you're a 501c3 and you've somehow been impacted by the COVID-19 virus, whether that's providing services or whatever the case may be, you can apply directly for assistance, and we are trying to disperse those resources accordingly. So money on the website is one thing. The other thing is, while our office is closed, we do still have a locked bin outside of our office that we are doing collections. There are specific things we're looking for. It's all the hot items that everybody may have hoarded to begin with. So if you have some extra bottles of hand sanitizer when you realized, hey, maybe one's enough for my family, and you have an extra bottle or so, we are getting that out to our partner agencies that are distributing already to the elderly and vulnerable populations. Like just yesterday, we made a delivery to Radford Fairlawn Daily Bread. They are still doing their Meals on Wheels program, so they are going to folks' houses. They've changed it a bit so there's no contact, but we're making sure those resources get out. For a full list of what we're looking for as far as items, you can find those on our website, but they include hand sanitizer, toilet paper, paper towels, soap, things like that, of course.
Awesome. So now, we say partner agencies, there may be a lot of people that don't understand how many partner agencies you guys work with. There's 25, correct? Can you name, I don't want to name all 25, but just give us a highlight of some of the people you're working with, some of the organizations locally? Yeah,
so we have 25 partners. They all fall within partnering, strengthening families and youth, health and crisis intervention, and youth development. So just to name a few, we've got Montgomery County Emergency Assistance, Radford Emergency Assistance, and Floyd Emergency Assistance. Right now, all of the community action offices are closed to the public, but they are still providing assistance in some way or another. In addition to them, we've got To Our House, which is a shelter. It's still open. It's still live. They still have needs for cleaning and, sanitary products to be able to keep those shelter sites clean for those individuals that are still staying there. And of course, we've got the Community Health Center. We've got the Radford Fairlawn Daily Bread, which I mentioned early. We've got a full list and what their needs are if they have specific needs on our website as well.
So everybody, if you don't realize, United Way gives to all of these organizations. So it's not just United Way, they are providing all the resources for 25 local New River Valley organizations. So if you can help out, it's very, very important, and it's going to go to some great agencies.
Yes, absolutely.
So now, I know one of the big questions I've been seeing online, and I've heard through my friends as well, everyone's concerned about the elderly, the less mobile, all the high-risk groups, all the people in the high-risk groups. What can people do for them? I mean, you've kind of mentioned some of that already.
Yeah, we are also trying very hard to work with some of our partners. We work with we have good, strong connection with Agency on Aging, and they are providing resources still to their populace. We are just trying to tie into what our agencies are already doing, and we're trying to disperse that information. We have had a handful of people reach out to us willing to make deliveries if it comes to that and there's no other way to get resources to someone. We have a network we can tap into. We want to make sure they're staying home, they're staying safe, and they're still able to access those resources. So if there's any question about being able to access resources, just give us a call. We'll try to make the best referral possible.
And what is your number? I put you on the spot.
I know. I almost gave my cell phone. It's 540-381-2066. And our website is UnitedWayNRV.org.
Awesome, awesome. Now, so I know a lot of people are practicing what they're saying to do. The experts are saying stay home, stay in place, social distancing. If you are choosing just to stay home, what can you do? What are some things that you're listening to expert advice? How can they help from the comfort of their house and the safety of their house?
If it's possible and you have the means, we do have the donation fund set up to be able to provide access to resources to some of our partners and other, the community at large, nonprofits that need assistance. I think that's really the best thing we're going to request right at the moment. If you have resources, like I mentioned, that you might have extra of, like, you're not going to go through 200 cases of toilet paper, and you've got some extra, we have a way to get that out to folks as well. So as far as what you can do, resources, if you've got extra to share, we are happy to get that out to the community.
So if you can make a monetary donation, you can do that right now from the comfort of your own home. If you maybe don't have the money, the means right now, you're concerned about your financial means, and you have a stockpile, and you know that, as Marcela just said, that you might have extra, well, you can donate that and drop that off as well. So there's two ways for either situation. Are there still in-person volunteer opportunities happening around?
There are a few that I know of. A lot of agencies have scaled back dramatically just to prevent any kind of to maintain social distancing. At the moment, any volunteer needs that we have been posted on our website. I know that Feeding America Southwest Virginia had some needs recently that they post, but we encourage, if you want to volunteer with a particular agency, that you call ahead and make sure they're not already at capacity, especially with these new regulations of trying to keep a maximum of 10 people in any given space.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And so now, I know a lot of people are concerned because restaurants, other businesses, they have the 10-person limit now. So some people are getting laid off, some people are cutting back their hours. They may have been fined financially just last week. Now they're in a time of concern, maybe a little bit of panic. If someone finds themselves in a situation, what can they do to get some assistance now themselves?
So there are still some assistance means available. Just call our office. That's the best thing I can say. We are providing information and referrals to, it's based on everyone's case, everyone's situation, and we can try to make that referral as best as possible if you call our office.
And that's all I have for you, Marcela. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
We appreciate everyone's support, and we feel that support, and we are just so gracious. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, everyone, there you go. How can you help? Marcela just answered a ton of questions. So, again, call the United Way's phone number, and it's
381-2066.
Or go to their website, and that is
UnitedWayNRV.org.
All right, there you have it, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Marcela, for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Next 3 days.